prep time for today's video was a record 20 minutes. Yo, the reason why I stopped doing this is because I just felt like I didn't have time. I had to call myself and just be like, dude, you literally are the architect of your own problems. I'm not trying to be like a beauty blogger or whatnot. I'm not even going to be out here saying I know how to slay makeup, because I literally just do the barest minimum, and I'm not wearing foundation. This is the barest minimum that I do. I do this when I'm going to work, and it's like, that should be fine. That should be okay. Why stress yourself? Are you a beauty blogger? No. So today I'm coming to you, and on some days I'm going to come here without wearing makeup, and don't even shade me, because life is happening, things are happening, and a lot is going on, and I'm just like, you know what, if I want to do this and I want to stay somewhat consistent, I just need to be realistic and just do what I can physically do, because it takes a whole lot to get set to make a video. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just not able to devote all that time to it. But yeah, I'm not promising consistency because I have so much going on, but I'm going to try my best. If God lays it on my heart, I'm going to try my best to just come here and just do it. So yes, YouTubers be like, hi guys, my name is Faith and I'm here today with another video. Today's video is going to be just me talking about random things that happened in 2019 to me. Let's go get them without further ado.
So before you watch this, just listen to this disclaimer. These are opinions, right? And everyone has opinions. These are things that I just look at it as life talking to me as a person, and this applies to me personally. And if you feel like you can take a thing or two from it, if you can relate to where I was at the point where I started learning these lessons, then you can also pick what you want from it. But overall, it's just me sharing my thoughts so far on what I've learned. And I'm not even perfect at these things I'm saying yet, but I'm just sharing so someone else can jump on and just learn and hopefully start to do something about what they find themselves in. So yes, I'm not perfect yet, still learning, still working on myself, but I hope you do enjoy this video. Again, these are my opinions. Everyone's got opinions, and yes, they don't always have to match.
If you're new to my channel, you're so welcome. Yeah, I just like to rant, I like to do hair, and I'm just here to talk about whatever God lays on my heart, and I'm just like, y'all. Okay, I'm so random. So at the beginning of my videos, I'm going to just tell you two things from now on that I'm grateful for, because I am trying to cultivate a habit of gratitude to God. So today I'm grateful for a new space. I'm grateful for lighting, because I'm using natural lighting, so the light will go in and out. I'm not going to be bothered to struggle with lights, because I literally today my aim is to just try and see how I can do the barest minimum to get my message across without having to feel like I'm spending too much time. I'm going to try as much as possible not to have to edit this video as well, so that saves me time. So yes, today I'm just going to be talking about all the shade that 2019 threw me as a person, literally, like all the things that went wrong. And when I sat down, I was like, yo, shade, oh, shade. But yes, hopefully one or two people learn a thing or two from this video. And yes, let's get into it. It's going to hopefully be interesting to listen to as well. Oh, by the way, let me talk about my hair. So I put this on my Instagram. If you're not following me, I'm going to put the Instagram name somewhere. I'm still learning this entire YouTube thing, so I'm just going to leave it somewhere. So it could be in the description box, it could be on the video. If you want to see where I do like my hair things, which I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with as well, I'll put my Instagram page below. Right, so this hair, I cornrowed my hair, guys. I cornrowed it. Like, I'm used to doing single plait braids, but I decided to accept a challenge, that I challenge myself, and make cornrows for myself for the first time, because I just wanted something simple. And I've taken on a few projects recently that I feel like I don't have time to be playing around with wigs, because with wigs you have to like wash it, you have to like take care of it. In the morning you need to make sure it's laying straight. Like, yo, I just want to get up, do my edges and go. Sometimes not even do my edges and I'll be alright. So what I did was I did a half all back, and then I did single plaits at the back. So today I'm rocking it as a ponytail that I've just wrapped around. I think it's really cute, and it is, I think it's about 2-ish weeks old now. Still looks decent. I think I'll probably rock it for another week because I've had a lot of compliments. People are like, yeah, your hair is cute, and I'm like, thank you, sis. Yeah. Anyway, that's that about my hair. So let's get into the main topic of the video. All the shade that 2019 threw at me. Well, most of it, maybe not all. So yes, the first one is, sis, you were just waltzing through life. I thought I had shit all figured out. I thought I had life figured out. I thought I knew who I was. I thought, you know, I'm a nice person. People should be nice to me. Everything should just go smoothly because, you know, I'm just a kind person in general. But no, I didn't really know myself, and things were just happening, and I was just like, why is this happening? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Turns out I barely even knew who I was, and I had to start pulling myself apart, figuring out what each piece was and why certain things were happening. And shocker, half the things that happened to me were because I was just waltzing through life. Like, I was just not conscious of a lot of things, and I was just doing things because I felt like those were what we're meant to do, or like I was just doing life. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was just not conscious about, like, there was no conscious effort. There was no, oh, when something happens, you evaluate, you figure out why it happened, you try and prevent it from happening, you try and work on your own, the parts of you that actually contributed to what happened. No, I would just, things will happen, I'll cry about it, move on. Another thing will happen, cry about it, move on. Like, it was just a series of life happening pretty much. So I decided to go on a self-discovery journey, which I believe that I've been successful with. It wasn't easy. It was not the easiest. It was not the kindest to my heart. Oh my God, I cried some days. It was not, yeah, it was a whole lot. But on the other side of it, a self-discovery journey is not something that you just start and finish. It's continuous. But once you've gotten past the rough bits, right? The roughest bits in the beginning, you now know how to navigate things much more fluently, much more easily. You understand why certain things happen, and even if you don't, you sit yourself down and you figure it out because you're like, damn, this shouldn't be happening. And overall, it helps you be a better person. It helps you take control of your life, your happiness. It helps you just, you know, even though you can't fully be in control, because at the end of the day, it's ultimately about God's will. It just helps you like have a sense of, you know what your life is, you know what makes you happy, and you try as much as possible to navigate yourself to those things. So if you're someone who was like me and was just walking through life, you don't know exactly what makes you happy. You do things because you feel like people around you want you to do them, and in the middle of doing it, you're thinking, did I really want to do this? Am I really happy doing it? I'm just doing it because everyone wants me to do it, but that's it. You've not actually stopped to do things for yourself. In your day-to-day, you're not doing any single thing for yourself. For example, like taking 1 hour out to go to the gym, for example. That's doing something for yourself. And you're happy because you're like, yeah, this is adding to my well-being, adding to my happiness. I'm not doing this for anybody. This is my selfish time. Granted, you will do things for people at certain points, but most of it, you know that at least I've taken some time out for myself. and the things you're doing for other people, you're doing it because you're happy doing it, not because you feel obligated to do it or because you feel like it will make someone else like you. I hope you do understand my point with that one. So if you feel like at some point you just walked in through life and you're just clueless about what exactly makes you happy, what stuff you're made of, what your true characters are, then you need to just stop yourself and just draw it all back. Take yourself away from everything and just be like, I need to figure out what I am, what I'm made of, and why I am like this. Secondly, nobody, and I mean nobody, no single person on earth owes you anything. And I mean anything. Now this one is I feel like it's a very Nigerian thing, or maybe it's just the part of Nigeria I'm from. A lot of us are just entitled. We just feel like, oh, because I'm acquainted to you, or because I've done something for you, that, oh, when it's my turn, you will do something for me. No, sis. Nobody owes you anything. Everybody, and I mean every single person, has life happening for them, and a lot of people will just want to do what benefits them first before they consider you, or a lot of the time they don't put your feelings at the forefront, and you cannot blame them for it. Anyone who puts in the extra effort, I'm not saying that no one should like do things for other people or consider other people's feelings, but putting in that extra effort now to like consider someone else's feelings, to like just give them a hand when you don't really have to, that's the kind of thing that like fosters a strong bond, a strong friendship, a strong relationship, because you know you're not obligated to do these things, like, but you're doing it for me. So for example, say I'm like looking for something, right, and I'm fervently searching for it, and someone I consider a friend just sees it on the road, and they're like, because they're rushing to where they're going to, they cannot stop and tell me, oh my god, I found what you're looking for. I won't hold it against them. Personally, I've gotten to that point. I would not hold it against you, because I feel like, you know what, Lord knows why you didn't, but you're not in this life to serve me. And if you actually took your time out to stop and be like, oh my god, look, I found what you were looking for, it is here, it is there, and this is what you need to do to get it, and you continue your race, that makes me very grateful for you as a person, and it just makes me realize that you actually do care for me a little bit more than just a surface relationship. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but yeah, the moral of the story is that nobody owes you anything. Life is happening for everyone. If someone does something or if they disappoint you, you need to just learn from it and move on. Do not hold it against them. Just learn that, number one, maybe they don't hold me to that esteem that I thought they did, and it's absolutely fine. No one has to. And you also need to learn that, okay, maybe something was happening with them and they just couldn't. And in that case, I mean, you just need to understand, especially if they're your friends. So those are two possible things. And honestly, if you want to do things for someone else, do not do it based on whether they did something for you or not. Do it because you want to do it, and just don't attach any strings to it. Just do it off your own volition. Do it because you're happy to do it, and that's that. Point number 3, and this one I got from Michelle Obama herself. Plan your joy. Guys, I cannot overestimate this. Like, it's the little things. It's you need to be selfish. Like, even if it's an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, like you just decide, you know what, I'd like to have a cup of tea and read 3 pages of this book, and in that moment not think about anybody else. It is just about you. Or I want to stay at home all day and binge watch this series. If someone is asking you to come out and you really don't want to, just say, I'm at home and I just want to spend some time at home not doing anything. Nobody is going to kill you. Be selfish sometimes. Like, plan your joy. Like, do things that you know that will make you happy, and that in those moments when you're doing it, you're only concentrating on you. And trust me, your happiness and your innate joy level would go from 0 to almost 100 if possible, honestly. Like, your friends don't owe you the joy, your family don't owe you the joy, your acquaintances don't owe you joy, your job doesn't owe you joy. You're the only person that owes yourself joy. So plan it. So it could be once a day, twice a day. It could be as little as, oh, I need to get my nails done. That's it. Or it could be as little as, oh, I'm gonna thread my brows today. That is fine. Or it could be you're sitting at home and you're like, let me do makeup and just look cute for myself today, and just sit down at home and stare at myself and be like, girl, you're fine. That is part of it. Like, so many little things that I could think of that you can do that will contribute to you just feeling just happy. And that is my own personal thing. You can think of many things for yourself, or people like to do different things. You could want to just go for a stroll. Those little things will just help your mental health and just help you feel better overall. Point number 4, allow yourself to process things that happen. It's easy to want to just brush things under the carpet and keep it pushing, cut people off and keep it moving. Just say it has happened, life happened, and keep it moving. No. If this thing happens and it actually affects your mental health and it affects your state of mind, girl, boy, whoever you are, you want to sit down and actually analyze it. And this analysis doesn't have to be done like immediately. You can like do it over a period of time. It could be like over months. Because trust me, if you don't process it properly, you're setting yourself up for failure. There is a massive chance that it would happen again. I'm telling you. And you're going to just be like, well, I shot myself in the foot. I didn't take steps to prevent it happening again. Let me see. Let me give you an example of something that happened to me. So I had an appointment, I think, that I was expecting someone to take me to. And me being me, I rely so much on people because I feel like, oh, I do things for people and I know people will do things for me too. But that's a bloody lie. I do things for people now because I'm happy doing them and I don't expect them to do it for me too when the time comes. And the person last minute just cancelled on me. Granted, they probably had something genuine, but I was obviously hurt because now I was like at a tight corner, and I just felt like, God, why did this happen? So in future, and I'm somebody that when something goes wrong, I'm just like, it's fine, just leave me alone, I'll be okay. But the truth is I'm actually not. So now what I've decided to do is, when something like that happens, and when that happened, I literally just sat down and I was like, you know what, they didn't owe you that. At least now you know that things like this can happen, so you need to have plan B. So if plan A fails, you have plan B and you have plan C. Allow yourself to sit down and analyze your contribution to things that go wrong, even things that go right, because at the end of the day, you don't only have like bad characters, you have good characters, you have things that you do, they cause good things to happen, and you need to just analyze it, and you pick out the good bits, pick out the bad bits, and you tell yourself, you know what, these good bits, I'm going to work on them, I'm going to make sure they are more visible, I'm going to make sure they grow, because I want to feel like this more often. The bad bits, you look at it and you're like, okay, you have bad character. Only bad character, and you need to sort it out. It's not easy to work on your bad characters. And trust me, I thought I was such a good person that when I started noticing that I had bad characters, I was just like, I didn't realize I had certain like behaviors in me. I did not realize it at all. And yes, but the good thing about the self-discovery journey is you start to realize these things, and it's an opportunity for you to now develop yourself. So from self-discovery, you go into self-development. You work on your bad characters to try and minimize them, and you work on your good characters to try and like maximize them and make them more visible, make them more vibrant, make yourself happy as a whole. Like, just all the good feelings you feel, make sure that you're trying to emphasize on them and you're trying to enjoy them when they last. And my point number 5 is you make the rules in your own life. Do not let society make you feel like things have to be done a certain way. Example is I had an event that I felt like it only happens once. So for like a birthday, for example, I felt like, oh my god, I'll never have my 21st birthday again. This happened, that happened, whatnot. And I had to sit down and think about it. And don't let anyone tell you can't do it again. You can do it again if you want to do it. If that's what will make you happy, do it. No one sets the rules. No one like gives you the rules for life for yourself. Things that will make you happy, make sure you are the architect. Do not, people can advise you, fine, and if you feel like the advice is not valid, the advice doesn't work for you, you don't need to take it. Like, advice is like, it's free. Everyone gives their advice, everyone gives their opinions, but you don't have to take it. If everyone is wearing their cap on their on their head, and you feel like you want to wear your cap on your shoulder because you think you look fly that way, people will look at you sideways, but that's their business. The main thing is that you're happy internally and you are content. You're just joyful. You're just a happy person internally. Like, it's not even the happiness that people need to see on your face. Like, you just go search deep within and all you can see is, I'm actually happy. I'm happy where I'm at. It's not perfect. I'm happy with who I am. It's not perfect, but I'm working on it. You're working towards being a better person. Honestly, it's going to just make your life so much better, especially your mental health. So don't let anyone dictate life to you. Don't let anyone dictate life to you. Just do things that you know as a person will make you happy. And in everything you want to involve God. I don't know if you're religious. If you are religious, just you know, tap into the part of your religion that just preaches love and just happiness and peace, and just tap into it and just make sure that you're abiding by the rules. So for me, I'm a Christian and I just want to do everything that God teaches me to do. I want to love like God loves. I want to put a smile on someone else's face then, and that's pretty much it. There's a lot more that I learned, but this is what I was able to put down today. I'm telling you, I only prepped for this video in 20 minutes. And yeah, so this is me pushing myself to just begin and just do it. And hopefully, over time, I would just get the hang of doing it more like as a second nature type thing without having to actually put in too much effort into it. So I'm so glad that this video so far I haven't like cut myself a lot and I haven't said too much jargon that I feel like I need to cut off. So this video is hopefully not going to take too much editing time and it's going to go up real soon. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video. If you're not already subscribed, I see you. I'm just holding this pen like a school teacher. I need to drop it. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, like, share if you want to, and I hope you guys have a lovely weekend because I'm filming this on the weekend, and I will speak to you later. Bye.